working in the oil field is way fucking harder than running an online business. I know because I've done both. I've been in minus 40, 1,000 miles away from my family, living in camps with a bunch of fucking dudes. And I've come from that world into online marketing, not knowing fucking anything about anything and having to literally learn every single step up the mountain. So, what's a harder job? Going to the oil field, sacrificing your time, your life, you're not seeing your kids grow up, not being able to lay in bed with your wife, not being able to get up and go where you want, when you want, always being on a strict schedule, or learning something that you've never done before. Now, both of them are equally as shitty in their own right, but here's the difference. The people that are in the oil field are a lot different from the people that own online businesses, that do what we do, that are working in the knowledge age or the information age. Because let me break down how the world kind of came together here as far as making money. At first, it was the agricultural stage, which means you're a fucking farmer, right? You got a piece of land, you put some shit in there, you wait for the food to grow, and you got to eat. That was basically how you lived, right? Now, before that, we were basically wanderers. You just wander around and fucking kill a buffalo here or whatever the case is. Then we learned how to farm. Good news, we're progressing a little bit. We did that for like fucking 10,000 years. And then we moved into the industrial age. People started to make things. People started to create businesses. And instead of having to go and fucking work in the fields all day long, you could go create a product or go work for somebody or whatever the case is. The industrial age has pretty much been the same since the 1700s. Okay. Like literally from the time that we started manufacturing products, there was management, which means there was a pyramid, if you want to say, because let's be honest, every single fucking job, there is an owner, there is a CEO, and you are on the bottom level of the pyramid. This is what most people don't fucking get. They think everything else is a pyramid scheme. It's a scam. Oh, I don't understand it, so it's gotta be bad, right? There's evil in it or whatever the case is. Here's the thing. You've been in a pyramid scheme your entire fucking life, okay? If you're at a job and you got hired in at a certain position and you're still at that position, you're in the biggest fucking pyramid scheme on the history of the planet, okay? If there is a boss, if you have a manager, for instance, I'm at Harley, there was me and I was a sales guy, sales manager, general manager, fucking CEO, and then president of the company. That's how it worked. I was at the bottom of the pyramid. The reason why I got into this business in the first place is because I couldn't get the fuck up the pyramid. As hard as I tried, I worked my ass to the bone. I literally would come in on every sunny day. I would skip my weekends. My girlfriend and I had opposite days off, so we never got to see each other. Also, I could go one step up the ladder. Out of like 10 steps, boop, one step. I never made it. I worked 5 years at that job. I loved it. It was passion. I got a Harley tattoo on my arm here. I got Harley shit all over my walls. It's part of my life. But there was no way for me, an average guy, to get up that pyramid without someone else falling down. That's the difference between working in the oil field. How do you get up to site supervisor or project manager or foreman or whatever? Someone else has to get fired or quit or do something, go somewhere else, move into a different position. How can you, as a normal fucking person, get up the ladder? How can you get to the top of the pyramid? Because I don't give a shit whether you're working at a 9-to-5 job or you're in your own business. Your goal should be to get to the top. If not, what's your goal? Just to be a pawn? To be a fucking stormtrooper? You know what I mean? Just to be a random nobody in a business, that like a cog in the wheel? Of course not. If you're watching this video, it's because you believe in yourself. It's because you understand that somewhere inside of you, there is way more potential than you're using right now. So oil field stuff, yeah, great money. All considering great money compared to other 9-to-5 jobs. Okay. Here's the big thing. I don't give a shit what you make. How much do you keep? If you make 200 grand in the oil field, but you get taxed $80,000 and you'll bring home 120, you're not making 100, or you're not making 200 grand. You're making 120. So when you start saying like, oh yeah, the money's great, compared to what? Compared to the guy working at Jiffy Lube? compared to the guy working at Walmart, compared to the guy working at some fucking shoe store? Yeah. But to the rest of the world, to entrepreneurs, to business owners, that's nothing. And it's not even the money side. It's the fact that you don't know how to control your money. You have more going out than fucking staying in your bank account. That's not good. You're in the government system. Not only are you in a pyramid, call your job, but you're in the government fucking system. Then people look at us and go, oh, you guys are crazy. That'll never work. Oh, it's got to be a pyramid scheme. Because why? Because you don't understand it? Is it because you haven't taken 5 seconds to actually look at it? Have you actually asked someone who's doing it? Or do you just assume? Because here's the thing. It's a lot easier to create doubt than to take an honest look at something and rearrange your perspective. Most guys, they're so stubborn. They have so much pride. They go, I'm not going to look at that because if it's not a pyramid scheme, right? If it's not the thing that I think's scary and it actually does work, then I got to change my beliefs. And the thing with beliefs, it's like a Jenga, the fucking blocks, Jenga. Each one of your beliefs is a block. You start pushing blocks out, the whole thing gets shaky. That's the problem with most guys between 20 and 40 years old. They don't want to change their fucking belief system. So they listen, oh, my dad and my uncle and a friend of mine did this before. And oh yeah, I heard about that shit. That never works. Someone always gets fucked. First of all, if you're taking advice from people that you wouldn't trade bank accounts with, that's your first problem. The second thing is no matter what you get into, it's going to be a pyramid. You got to get to the fucking top. So you need a business that gives you the opportunity to get to the top. So whatever that business is, look at it for what it's worth. What's the potential of it? I mean, it blows my mind when at the end of the day, you see guys keep going back to the same fucking job over and over again, getting paid the same money with the same problems, paying the same amount of tax. And then they look at us and go, well, that's crazy. In my opinion, sacrificing the best years of your life, not being able to do the things you want to do, not seeing your kids grow up, not having enough money to put the presents under the tree, and then waiting till you're fucking 40 or 50 years old to finally go, oh shit, maybe I should have done something different. It's 2021. The times are changing. Look at the stock market. Look at Bitcoin. Look at all these different things. If you're still working like your dad or your grandpa, you're so far behind, you probably think you're first. And the problem is you got to face the reality of your situation. If you think this is hard, try working at your job for the next 20 years, only to look back on your life and go, holy fuck, I'm 50 years old. Everything else is digital. Everything else is online. And you don't know how to do any of it. So what do you think? What's your plan at that point? You're going to stick to your fucking guns and keep on the path you're going. Right now is the time to start making detours, to start taking a look at where you're going to be in 20 years and say, well, I don't know how to do this shit. And it seems like it's pretty profitable. And all of these other guys that I'm watching are being able to do what they want when they want and live on their own terms. Maybe I should ask them, because you can learn. Why can't you learn? You're a human being. You are the accumulation of 250,000 generations of humans. To right this point, you are the end of the line. Go back all of your ancestors since we broke off from chimps 4 million years ago. You are the lump sum. You are everything, all of those generations combined. You're the finished product. And you're telling me, oh, that stuff's too hard. I'm not good with technology. Are you fucking serious? What do you mean you're not good with technology? Of course you're good with technology. Can you turn on your PlayStation? Probably. Can you start your car and drive that around? Probably. It's all technology. What's the difference of learning how to use this thing? Because it's wireless. Why? Because it's a touch screen. What's the difference between this out of any other technology you use in your life? It's simply a skill set that can earn you a lot of money. Because here's the thing: so many people, they have no idea how to do this stuff. They don't know how to place ads on Facebook. They don't know how to build rapport and communicate properly. They don't know how to use systems and funnels. They don't know how to do traditional marketing. They don't know how to be sales reps. They don't know how to do any of this sort of stuff. But if you put it all together, guess what? Here's the thing: you don't need a job. You need an income. So if you're like, oh, I'm going to my, the reason I'm in the oil field is because it pays me good money. It's like, exactly. It's not the fucking job. So if we can find a way to make you the same amount of money that you're making in your job, then you get to get out. But still, that's not good enough for some people, because it's like, yeah, I might be able to get out, but but I'm the best over here. Like in my job, I'm king shit. All these other guys look up to me like I'm the boss. And if I start in this business, then I'm down at the bottom. Well, what would you rather be? At the top of a shit pile or at the top of a fucking golden pyramid? They're both pyramids, but one's made of shit and one's made of gold. And if you don't move over, then you're going to stay where you are. The thing is I'm 35 years old. 1985, I was born. All of this shit, that wasn't even on my radar in high school. I had no intentions of doing this. I was the exact same as 99% of the people I talked to. Stubborn, thought I knew it all. There's no fucking way I was going to do tech. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to do my thing. And it wasn't until all the shit came down in 2015 where I got pushed out of my comfort zone. It was like either I go back to work, the same job that I started at, or I do this business again. Because here's the thing that most people are the scaredest of in their life is looking like a loser, looking like a fool, or looking like a failure. I was all of those in 2015. I went to the oil field. I said I was going to be the man. I came back that Christmas of 2014. Oh yeah, look at me. I'm $100,000 earner. I'm the big fucking dude. Check this out. Only for the whole entire thing to go ass over tea kettle. I was back at my original job. I was back at Harley Davidson. Double fuck yous. I'm going to the oil field just to be back. The worst thing. Pants down, dick out, spotlight right on me. And people, oh, but it's scary and I don't want to be judged by my friends and family. Are you fucking serious? I went through that shit. I'm still here. Look at me. Not only am I in a way better position, but I learned that in order for you to make massive changes in your life, you got to face the dragon. You're not going to get to the fucking top of the hill half-assing it. I don't give a shit how good you think your half-ass is. It ain't happening because people can see right through you. They know when you're full of shit and when you're full of passion. I'm full of passion because I've been through this shit. I know what it's like to feel like a loser, to take your life savings and throw down on what you think is a sure thing only to get fucked in the long run. So what's harder? Going to the oil field, starting an online business. They're both going to test your might. They're both going to test your resilience. But the difference is on an online business, you start at the top of the pyramid. Okay? 9 to 5, you're at the bottom. In order to get up on this pyramid, it takes a lot of work, 20, 30, 40, 50 years working in the corporate system at best. You buy into this system, the way that you build your pyramid is by serving others. It's by giving value. It's by helping other people. When you see someone in network marketing, direct sales, multi-level marketing, any of these companies, and they're balling out, you better give them some fucking respect because they earned it. Because people don't just go, hey man, I want to work with you just because of whatever, because of the product, or it's never that. It's, I think you can help me because you seem a lot like me. I see something, a bit of me in you. That's why people join my team, because they believe that I can help them get through the shit. Because I went through the shit and my coach helped me. There's no fucking way I would be here. There's no way I would be here if I didn't have a coach by my side every step of the way. So either over here in the shit pyramid, trying to get to the top of a job that you probably don't even care about, that it could evaporate into thin air, and all you care about is the money. So you stay in this fucking this area and basically get nowhere, or you get to this area, start working with people that have already done the things that you've done, that have dreams, ambitions. These guys, not so much. When I was in the oil field, all I heard was, fuck the government and taxes are too high and fuck this, I need another smoke. It's always complaining and bitching and moaning. I'm like, fuck you. I don't want to hear this. I didn't come 1,000 miles to hear you bitch about the fucking government. You know what my solution was when I didn't have enough money? Go make more money. Don't try to steal it from somebody else. Don't try to change the fucking situation. Go find more money. Go make fucking more money. GoFundMe back in the day was go wash cars, go shovel driveways, go mow lawns. Everyone else wants to bitch and complain, try to drag everyone else down. That's why I got out of the fucking oil field and I started my business. I wanted to be around entrepreneurs. I wanted to be around creative, exciting people that gave a shit about my results as well. If you're in the oil field, you know, no one gives a shit about your paycheck. No one cares if you get a raise or not. No one cares if you get home for Christmas or not. They care about themselves. and that's it. And it was a huge culture shift when I was like, wow, you care? Wow, you're willing to help me? Even though you don't make anything off my sales, you want to see me become a better person? You care if I show up to meetings? You care if I get things done or not? You care about my results? Why? It's because leaders like to see other people's become more than they are. And in the oil field, it's all about money. It's all about position. It's all about rank. It's all about authority. When you're in business, everyone's scared fucking shitless. Everyone has no idea what's going to happen in the future. So they support each other. So there's a foundation of trust built. So if there's something that you need to learn that you don't really know what to do, you can have faith that if you fall forward into it, someone's going to be there to help you out. So both hard. You just got to pick which one's your hard. I'm telling you right now, man, if you stick to the fucking 9 to 5, if you're willfully blind of all the opportunities in your life, you are going to have a shit ton of regret when you're older. You will be looking back on your life and you're going to go, fuck, I should have listened to that Kevin guy. Right? Same thing with Bitcoin. Same thing with Google stocks. Same thing. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that guy looking back on life going, fuck, I bet you I could have done it. Because that's what it'll be like. It's not, oh man, I should have taken the chance. It's going to be like, I bet you I could have done it. Because if I can do it, you can do it. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one.